Bet.
All right. Hey man, I want to do
No free promo. I'm putting the water on the side. Need to cut a check.
So I want to tell you, I want to do a business list. Let me know if you're down.
What's up? What's the business?
I'm thinking about running my own Girl Scout cookies.
Yo, they make a lot of money, bro.
Fam, we need to do some fucking investigation on Girl Scout cookies.
Bro, that's like the NCAA of the candy world, bro. They running these kids. They don't even get community service. What do they get? The ribbon around their neck?
Dog, please tell me how they making all this money using child labor for free.
For free. I'm not going to name the place that does the same thing for the iPhones in your pockets, but it sounds familiar.
And I'm just going to say, like, you got to think about all the money because I never see any of these little Girl Scout or Boy Scouts actually go camping.
No.
I don't even see some in the black community even have the outfits.
It's very predatory for sure, yeah.
All I'm saying is it looks like a lot of untaxed money with no payroll.
But then again, when you think about it, you don't really see a lot of black kids involved in that. Because, fam, these kids would definitely pocket that money. They stole the box.
Fresh off the truck.
So Lil Timmy, they stole 15 bucks from you this month?
Bro, I got to read. I took a picture of this. It's on the box. This is on some Thin Mint box. This says, Girl Scout Cookie Program. Goal setting. Girls learn how to set goals and create a plan to reach them. Decision making. Girls learn to make decisions on their own as a team.
Okay.
Money management.
Money management.
Girls learn to create a budget and handle money.
Are you reading the blueprints for OnlyFans or the girls?
I am not getting that. Let's start the show.
No, but it says girls can learn how to manage their money. They know how to invest in teamwork.
Well, my name is Gary Anthony Miles Slater, and these words did not come from me.
Oh, man. Welcome to another episode of These Are the Aesthetics. I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. the Hood Journalist, a.k.a. not my bitch, not my problem, a.k.a. Kanye's #1 fan.
Oh,
God. I do got some backlash, but we're going to talk about it later.
I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. in Gary with Trust. What the fuck was that? That's my list.
Oh.
I'll go by the name of Gary.
Lay off the booty. Go ahead with that.
I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. in Gary We Trust, a.k.a. not the booty bandit, a.k.a.
allegedly
Toronto's very own.
Oh my God. Yo, you can't, all right, man. You can't.
Daddy's home.
You can't let niggas go nowhere, boy.
Daddy's home.
Oh my God.
I got so much nasty messages after I posted that story.
Those shit was probably tight.
You went to the motherland without me?
He would call Toronto his motherland. That's nasty. Oh man. Well, since you mentioned it, let's just get right into it. You went to the 6.
I went to the 6 for the weekend, man. I was around the Oshawa area. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name.
Not to be confused with Zone 6. You know,
Shout out
to you fine gentlemen out there doing God's work in Atlanta.
Law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Canada is really nice. I got a lot of messages saying, "Oh my God, bro, you seeing snow for the first time, this and that." So yeah, I saw snow for the first time. I didn't do no like hype beast shit. I didn't really do a lot of sightseeing. I was just really in the house because it was snowing the whole time and shit. So Canada is a beautiful place. I had a lot of I stayed with my aunt and uncle. Had a lot of home cooked food. I really couldn't complain. It was really relaxing, bro. It was the coldest I was in was like 9-degree weather.
That's wild.
Bro, going to Canada made me realize that we're very appreciative that I can wear shorts just leaving the house. Because, bro, if you want to check your mail, you got to put on a hoodie, a varsity jacket, 2 pairs of sweatpants, socks, and boots. Keep in mind, I'm a Florida kid. I haven't worn boots ever.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
Number 1, I know it's cold, but is it windy cold? Is it like
It's windy
blowing?
cold.
Oh,
It is windy cold. That's a good question, bro.
Okay.
So like when you just when you like stand alone, it's bearable, but them winds, bro, feel like it's just adding another 10 degrees under.
Okay. And when the fuck did you get Doc Martin boots?
Yeah. Okay. So
Because Mr. Nike man over here don't wear nothing but Jumpman. So
all right, it's a good question. So I actually went to Journeys to get Timberlands, but keep in mind Timberlands is actually
what?
Timberlands are actually hard as fuck to find, and I know
Yeah.
I've been bashing Timberland for years, but I'm like, you know what? I got to get some Tims because apparently the snow is high as shit over there. So I get there, and then Buddy was like, oh, I don't have your size in the Tims. I do got the wheat, but I wanted the black.
Okay.
And then so he just said like, yo, I got these Doc Martens, and it wasn't like the very high hipster ones. It was like the mid cut and shit.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool. And actually, I'm starting to fuck with Doc Marten a little bit more, so I might add that into the rotation. A little
Okay.
bit. It's
So
cool.
pretty much what's that shoe that Jamaicans love?
Clarks?
Yeah, so you got like a Clark version of a boot.
Even though I know you're trying to be funny, but Clarks are actually a good shoe to wear in the winter.
Of course. It's a good shoe to wear at all times, huh?
On the racetrack, just on the
If Usain Bolt could run in Clarks, I believe he would.
bro. I gotta say this for sure though. Canada is strict as fuck to get in their country, bro.
I believe it.
And honestly, America, we gotta reconsider some shit on like how we run our shit at the airports, bro. First of all, when I walked into the Fort Lauderdale airport, I walked in there. First of all, the Canada line is all the way over there, so you got to go in there, check in. First of all, you have to be vaccinated. You have to have a vaccine card. And like, gotta make sure like your time and shit is over there. And she's asking a bunch of questions like, "What's your reason for going to this country? Are you going on business to see family? This and that. By the way, can I see your vaccine card again, please?" Like, I'm like, "Okay, fam, I'm not a criminal. I promise."
Yeah.
So I go after that shit.
I was gonna make a joke, but I would get canceled. So I'm not.
Bro. So actually,
Oh,
so as I get into Canada, bro, the second I got off the plane, I got to go to customs. Have to show I basically have to walk around with my passport on my forehead.
no, for sure.
They checked it 5 times. They even check it when you literally when you get your bag, you have to show to get your bag, you have to show your passport. But even when you walk out directly out of the airport, you have to show your passport. Bro, Canada is very strict. And bro, when I literally left Canada, it took about 10 minutes to leave. Canada don't give a fuck. They'll kick you out as fast as you want to. And to get back into Fort Lauderdale Airport, bro, I literally got off the plane, got my bag, and walked the fuck out. No one said nothing to me.
Yeah.
And then Americans wonder why we have so much fucking terrorist attacks.
Yeah, that's true. Back to my point. Oh man, but yeah, man, it's dope. I definitely got to see snow for the first time this year. I definitely want to go somewhere. I just been scared, bro. There's a few things I've been putting off: getting a tattoo and seeing snow. I love, you know me. I love a nice weather. I like a cold room. I even like cold water. But it's just something about 9-degree weather. Like, I want to still be able to move and do shit. You get what I'm saying? I want snow for the aesthetics. Let me just come out and say, I would have pulled out the outerwear pieces that I would have wear. I just want it to be bearable, but...
I saw your hating ass like, Gary, we get it. You're in snow.
Fam, every 30 seconds you was posting a pic. Like, oh, here's the snow on my leg. Here's the snow on my arm. Here's me outside playing with. I'm creating a snowman now. Like,
First of
Gary,
all,
we get it.
I want to tell you how good the feeling is, bro, when you eat in a home-cooked breakfast and you look to your right, you see the backyard filled with snow. First of all, I realized my family got money.
Oh, 1,000%.
Jamaicans, every Jamaican I know over the age of 35 has a house.
That's definitely that.
This is the first time I'm seeing my uncle, and he's like, "Oh, this is my downgraded house. I had a 7-bedroom back in Brampton."
That's dope. Now, you guys are very responsible with money, so shout out to y'all, man. But yeah, man, even with the Canada trip, one of the conversations we have often, even off mic, is, sometimes you got to dumb down the fun.
Oh, 1,000%.
When you about to do something with your boys. Fellas, everybody can relate to this. When you dating someone or you have a girlfriend, you always got to say the most exciting shit. in a way like it doesn't matter. Because, like, when you talking to someone or you involved with somebody, you go get food without them, it's an argument. Oh. You get what I'm saying? You go to an event without them, it's an argument. So when you say something like, babe, I'm going to Canada, like, when she asks you what you're doing, you say you're going to Canada, how exactly did you word that?
I said, oh, babe, I'm going to see my family.
Family. Oh, you got to throw the family. You got to sprinkle a little family. Yeah, I haven't seen them since I was born.
If you don't sprinkle the family, it's like, oh, you're gonna go on a trip without me. So honestly, she sounds nuts if you say, oh, are you really gonna see your family and not see me? You sound crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So you kind of have to add the word family to the word trip. You can't just say I'm going on a trip.
Family trip.
Family trip to Canada. Smiles.
Exactly.
Trip. You get the fist.
And
you
still gotta dumb it down. I'm like, oh, babe, I'm just. She's like, oh, what are you doing today? Are you going to go to the CN Tower or what are you going to do? And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go to Niagara Falls, you know.
Yeah. Some slight. I mean, what?
Some slight.
I mean, maybe I'll go by the tallest building in the world. I don't know.
Oh, and fellas, I have to, this goes on both ends, fellas and women. You have to contact your significant other when you're on vacation. At least once. Because another issue that we have, like going on trips to like out of the country, women, we can't use our phones without Wi-Fi.
Exactly. Or you have to buy minutes, or you get charged more by your carrier to use it. Yep. They don't get that though. You got to find a way to talk to them.
Like they forget, like, oh, even though I'm at like this coffee shop, there maybe not be Wi-Fi here.
They don't see it like that, Gary. You got time to post what you eating, you got time to call me. That's how they see it.
Oh, I told you my trick. Everything I do, I take a little video of it, post it 3 hours later.
You post it 3 hours later or the next day or something. Oh, man.
First of all, and can everyone freaking leave me alone, man? I got so much text saying, Gary, you doing all this shit with no job? What the fuck you doing? First of all, you was at Niagara Falls yesterday. Now you at the Ye concert. Ah!
Nah, it could kind of look like you scamming out here. That's all I'm going to say. You feel me? You're my dog. I know you're not doing that, but it looks away.
I know it looks away. I'm just living my life, all right? And one thing I want to add to this conversation is I'm just going to flat out say I hate TikTok.
Oh, 1,000%.
I hate TikTok.
I know exactly what you mean, and yes, I'm behind you.
So, yes, and I know the people are going to be mad when I say this. I'm going on another trip this weekend. But... So me and my girl, we're going somewhere. I'm not even gonna say where I'm going anymore because y'all
for security purposes.
For security purposes.
Yes.
So I said like, hey babe, you want to go this and that? She's like, yeah, we should do that. We should do a little getaway. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then, fellas, when we hear vacation, Cheech, what are you thinking about?
Oh, relaxing.
Vacation.
Sleeping in, catching rest, of course.
Catching rest. So then obviously the girlfriend's like, oh. We don't know what to do. We booked this trip. We don't know what to do. Let me go on TikTok. King Crab? Disney World? There's a Disney Springs? Adventure World? Fam, you just, first of all, your words just said $1,000.
Just so you know, all I heard was $1,500 with the 3 items that you need.
You know, like... You ever see that episode of Everyone Hates Chris when like someone's giving a description of a suspect? All that is black. All we hearing is ching, 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 ching.
Yeah, man, because it's like even with us, we planning a little trip to Houston. You feel me? So we getting it together. One thing about guys is we get into this ego trip and we get on our like pride shit. Everybody is making money, right? Everybody is making money until it's time to pay for some shit or do some shit. You feel me? Niggas is always balling on the gram. As soon as you say, hey, we finna get a little section tonight at this spot. I mean, fam, I work early in the morning. You know I got a day job, right? So whatever. It's the same thing that's applying right now because we trying to figure out if we do go somewhere, what to do.
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, we men. As long as we have money in our pockets, we could literally make anything fun. We could figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
But
and you said money in our pockets.
Of course.
That's key.
Yeah, that's key. So the diva of the group, which I'm not going to say who he is, says, oh, nah, we just can log in on TikTok and figure out some activities. I'm like, fam, when you think about Houston, y'all bitches do the same shit. Turkey leg hut. You go try to get James Harden. If you can't find him, you try to go, or you fellas go out there to find the thick bitches.
Every strip club in the book, like we.
Yeah, bro. My thing is, whatever happened to going somewhere and checking out the aquariums, the museums, the local park? You get what I'm saying? Or some historical, cities or towns within that place. You feel me? Like, we could do the traditional shit, get some food. I honestly rather us try a different spot and go back to the telly and kick it. Because realistically, when we thinking about vacation as men, we gonna do takeout. You feel me? We might go somewhere at night or early in the day, and we coming right back to this hotel. We gonna do our grown-up stuff, and we gonna keep it pushing. But women just... because they saw Miracle Watts with her rich ass do 10 activities, and you think your boyfriend is Mayweather when we go out of town and you want to run it up.
Oh my God, fellas, when you're in a relationship, the scariest shit you can hear come out of a woman's mouth. Babe, I said it's a reservation. No, those words be like, you instantly text your boss, can I get some extra hours, please? She's gonna want to try that famous drink that's on the first page. First woman, why you gotta get the food that's on the cover of the menu?
And women, stop asking the waitress for recommendation.
Man,
she's gonna suggest the most costliest item on the fucking menu.
Do you want to get the 24 karat gold tomahawk?
No, sir. I don't want to get the $200 steak that I have to shit out 4 hours later. No. No, we do this bro. We make this big deal with it. Women make this big deal when it comes to food. I be looking at them like, fam, do you know that Whitney's does the same thing? Or you have to poop this later, like...
Yo, I told this logic to my girlfriend, like, if you spend $100, $200 on a plate, that same $200 plate, I get full off for $5 like Groundhog Box.
That's it. And you know what? I think it is the optics. They wanna be seen. They wanna feel like it's validation. It's they do it for the optics. Validation. They do it for the aesthetics, and they do it so they could shit on other bitches. Oh, well, my man took me here. When I did this, I did that. Like, you feel me? No woman, to their defense, no woman want to be known as the bitch that went out of town to get fucked. Because they could clearly do that at home. So I get why they want to do some activities to validate that you still give a fuck.
Bro, I still want to tell women it's a vacation. Do not set a reservation for 9 in the morning. If we came home from the club at 3, why want to be at a restaurant at 9 in the morning? Are you trying to kill me? And you wonder why I snore at night?
I'm going to book you a session later.
Yes, I'm snoring because I got 3 hours of sleep.
And you wouldn't stop touching me to give you affection. Bro, okay, I know you deal with this because I deal with this. Do your girl ever get mad that you never wrapped your arms around her when you guys are sleeping together? Like, fam.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do you have to be under my fucking chin the whole night?
My left side of my body is dead.
Fam.
I just drove 5 hours to get here.
And bitch, your body heat is 150. Are you a rotisserie chicken? What are we doing here?
We're ready in Florida. You already know the hotels cut off the AC in some hotels so it doesn't circulate COVID.
Bro, your weave is in my face. You feel me? Your heavy ass head a normal head is supposed to be 8 to 10 pounds. Your 20-pound head is on my arm.
That sounds personal.
Fam, what are we doing?
That's funny. Your 20-pound head is on my arm.
You're killing me.
Man. Don't fuck up and ask for a alone time.
Oh my God. You know what you do? Bro, I love the fact that you just said that because I was talking to somebody and they said, what is a break? It's either we're together or we're not. I said, bitch, if you don't get your overbearing, stressful ass up out of here.
I mean by break, I want to take a shit by myself.
Yes. Can I please go in this bathroom to take a shower without you pretending to put on your makeup in the mirror while I'm in there?
No, I don't want to shower with you.
Oh my God!
Just triggered you.
Fam, I do not want to rub your fat ass back. Shower by yourself. You an adult.
Oh, don't say that to a woman. Do not say that to a woman. Do not say.
That might be the title of that. Do not say that to a woman.
You can't say that.
Oh my god.
Because they definitely go. They gonna swindle that back right on you.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I'm an adult. You an adult. You can cook for yourself.
I don't know. You like to be called baby, I assume. All right. Anyway.
As the weekend was continued, a very eventful weekend. So as you guys know, it was All-Star Weekend.
Yep. If your girl was out of town this week,
hey man, all I know is
go get checked out.
It was in cold ass Cleveland, and as our favorite quote is, "Hoes don't get cold."
Hoes do not get cold.
You already know. So there were some highlights. I think my favorite part of the whole All-Star Weekend was possibly the skills challenge was dope. The rookie challenge. And shout out to Carl Anthony Towns that he did a record for 29 threes in the final 3-point contest in the final round. But
he's smacking Jordan Woods, huh?
Oh yeah, he happy. Happy. Yeah. Even though he had a rough 2021 or 2020. I know he lost his mom due to COVID.
I'd be happy at work too.
So the thing we gotta talk about is the dunk contest.
Shit was cap.
What's your reaction to the dunk contest?
I just felt like it was I was underwhelmed.
Oh.
I'm going to be political about it. I was underwhelmed because I felt like, people used to be creative. You feel me? I'm tired of seeing the windmills. I'm tired of seeing your dad come out or somebody special in your life come out and hold the ball and you jump over their head. Because I think Blake Griffin already killed that shit a few years ago.
Jumping over the hood over the car.
Yeah, jumping over the car. Retire the windmills. Retire the jumping over your dad's head or celebrity's head.
And leave Shaq alone. You do not want to be jumped over.
Leave Shaq and Kevin Hart alone. Or Spike Lee. Stop going to your go-to basketball head. Yeah, they gotta retire that. And it's just actually be creative. You feel me? You guys have good intentions, but just work. It just felt like I didn't really know that All-Star. They didn't promote it as. I guess they didn't promote it as much as they used to back in the day. Maybe that has a lot to do with the city it was happening in, because maybe there's not a lot of tourism going on there, so it's not like a popping city like L.A. or
Even though Cleveland, LeBron is from Cleveland, but it's no one just says, "Oh, I'm going to Cleveland for the weekend," just randomly.
Exactly. So it was not promoted. I didn't really know it was happening until, I caught on Instagram with all the memes and shit. Yeah, man, y'all got to get creative. This is a draft for you guys that are already in the league. You got to show us why we fell in love with you in college. That's the only way I want to describe the All-Star Weekend, because it's Steph came through, showed out. You feel me? Snap with he put on a show. LeBron put on a show for the city. Of course, we expected that. It's just I want everybody to keep that same energy. We know y'all getting money or whatever, but y'all fell in love with basketball. You feel me? We fell in love with y'all. Some of y'all in high school, some of y'all in college. Just, give us that feel again. You feel me? Get your team excited for next season. You feel me? Become the superstar to watch out for. Become, just get your name to be, get your name buzzing so you can kind of create your own lane. You feel me? So
that's a fact.
Yeah, I just want people to think about it like that. It's still an opportunity to at least add some sponsorship under your belt for sure.
My issues with All-Star Weekend was honestly the dunk contest was this was the worst dunk contest of all time. I don't care what no one says. This is the worst one. And the dude that won, I honestly forgot who won because it was so forgettable. But it's I think you can hear the boos through the TV because bro, there's no way all of you guys that did the dunks, you didn't practice this enough. Why are you doing dunks for the first time in front of millions of people?
Yep.
I get it. There was some gimmicks Buddy that wore the Timbs to do that just a regular dunk.
It's a little corny.
Fam,
you playing into a bias. We know New Yorkers like Timbs. Okay.
Bro, literally, I see, and every day you're on YouTube, you see these random white guys doing all these spectacular dunks. All of these kids in high school, college, doing all these fancy-ass dunks. But I'm looking at a professional basketball player in the National Basketball Association, and you're giving me a windmill that I've seen 300,000 times. And people, can you stop recreating dunks?
Yeah.
Where's the originality? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is like, fuck it, I'm out of here.
Yeah, that nigga said, fuck that.
It's past my bedtime. I'm not staying up for this shit.
But that pissed me off, man. The dude with the Timbs, again, like, I'm not trying to hate or whatever, but the nigga from the Knicks that threw the Timbs on to do that lame-ass dunk.
He didn't even play for the Knicks. He played for, like...
Well, he had something that says New York across his chest. So I assume he played for the Knicks.
I think his dad was in the Knicks, or I don't know.
Whatever. But what I will say is that's the equivalent of going to Philadelphia and somebody eats a Philly cheesesteak before they dunk. Like, you feel me? It's like, what are we going to start doing? We're going to play into the stereotypes and the biases and the little quirks of each city? Like, yo, like, go home, like, come up with something different to capture our attention. You feel me? To just give a kid that's watching this, be like, wow, like, this is why these guys get paid so much, because they're good and they can do this. You feel me? At a high level.
And I was like, and I didn't even watch the All-Star game on Sunday because I was so underwhelmed from Saturday night.
Yeah, drains you out.
Even though I saw some clips, I saw that Steph Curry dropped 50 in the All-Star game. LeBron had the game-winning shot. What I love about, like, the All-Star game today is because they finally fucking realized that the West Coast is more dominantly stacked than the East. Mm-hmm. So instead of doing East versus West, they do, like,
teams.
The top two players in the league, and they just create their own teams. I think this year it was Kevin Durant and LeBron. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot more balanced. And what I love about the All-Star game is it just shows you why you fell in love with the sport. Why these players are like the top players in the league, mm-hmm. And even down to like with All-Star weekend, it was the 75th anniversary. We saw all the best players like come together. It was actually a breath of fresh air seeing Michael Jordan freaking dap. He was like that drunk uncle all over everybody.
Michael Jordan, take your hands off Mary J. Blige.
You saw the picture, so he had a hand on the ass. He had that hand on the ass.
Bro, you are not slick with your black excellence ass. Like, I get it.
Bro, he been fucking with white women for years, so it's like, oh, you know what?
All of a sudden, you old now, you're going to come back to the sisters. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Well, name, bring your sexy ass over. And she was looking good. She was looking good,
she was looking good. Shout out to Mary J, but you not slick, Phil. You making the little jokes in her ear, like, oh, I see you as Monet. You killing that shit, girl. Like, you know it, like, Jordan still think he playing with that little one earring on, like, thinking he hot shit.
I just love seeing superstars around other superstars because it kind of, like, you see who's really that nigga. I love the fact how LeBron was dapping up Ray Allen. Ray Allen walked right past Kevin Garnett, and you can just see in his face, like, this little bitch-ass nigga right here. I just love seeing that shit. And just Michael Jordan just generally just looked happy around
He did.
the NBA.
And he challenged Buddy.
Who? Who did he challenge?
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Magic Johnson.
Yeah,
Jordan is still cooking Magic Johnson today. Magic Johnson's legs are skinny as fuck, bro. Bro, come on, dog.
It was fun seeing Jordan say, man, we can do that one-on-one right now. Like, I feel like Michael Jordan was still...
He was on something. He was having too much fun.
He was.
He was freaking hugging up Luka Doncic, freaking dabbling, like,
He was playing with Steph Curry's hair. I'm like, Phil, what are you doing? What are you on right now, bro?
Bro, the way he grabbed
Mary J's ass, he palmed her ass.
Dog, you see his fingers? He got a big ass hand, so I saw the fingers like trickle down.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Bro, like it's just good to see Michael Jordan happy, dog. Because
hey, Monet.
The reason why, because Michael Jordan, like he's always like alienated himself from everybody. The only time you see him talk about basketball is the fact that he's a part owner of or actually I think he's the full owner of the Charlotte Hornets. Mm-hmm. So other than that, this man don't come to ESPN. He don't come to First Take. He don't come in any of those conversations and speculations.
I like that though, because he don't need that relevant. He don't need the cool points. Like he could stand firm behind his stats, and like his shoes keep him relevant. His highlights are still keeping him relevant. You know, the kids still tuned in, keeping them relevant. So I'm not saying everybody's on ESPN like they doing the gigs and shit. Get your money, black man. You feel me? Do that shit. But I'm just saying, like, it looks a certain way when these, I don't see LeBron doing that, joining a panel when he retires. I feel like he's gonna probably be on the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Or at least be a coach.
I think he officially announced that he plans on retiring when his son is in the NBA. I just think it's crazy how you're trying to force your son into the league. Like, and I'm not trying to talk shit about Bronny, but it's like Bronny is not like, he hasn't given me that Zion effect where it's like, oh, we need to see him. He's a one and done type player.
That nigga let me down. Zion. But I mean, I could see it though. Father and son. Yeah. You know what I like about LeBron, and that's the same thing. Like, I love about players like Allen Iverson. Like, I like how LeBron was humble his whole career, and now he reached a point where he could talk shit. And
don't let LeBron get 5 rings.
And he could, put his dick on the table, as we like to say it. So, because it's like now, you saying that, now the Lakers are like, all right, he's the man. So, in 2-3 years, let's start looking at Bronny. Now, you adding legacy to the Lakers now. So now they finally going to see a father and son play. There's probably going to be a documentary about that one day. You already great. Now your son is being great. Now you get to coach and play with your son. You feel me? And come to his games after you retire. Like, you trying to secure, like, tickets every night, bro. We see what you doing. You're not slick.
It was already dope seeing Doc Rivers coach his son when he was on the Clippers. So
yeah, that's dope. I can see that. Yeah, I like to see it, man. All right, so for the people, again, that think we only see each other once a week, me and Gary are actually friends in real life. And we were actually at the Donda show last night in Miami. Yeah, man, we went. What was your initial reaction? What are some of your takeaways? I know you took a lot of videos, and you had a good enough seat. So
I gotta clear the room a little bit. So before I start this, I want to start this off with a little segment of Capping with Cheech.
Oh my God!
All right, so let me put on my Chris Hansen stance. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Do you go by Cheech.Magliani on Instagram?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you do. Okay. Now, you posted, I think, the day before the show or the day of the show, and you said this, and I quote.
I know where you going with this.
Whoever is in Miami, RN, which means right now, I'm assuming.
Yes.
For the Kanye concert, let's link or let's hit some pop-ups. What do you mean by that?
I mean, there's a lot of influencers out there when Kanye comes to town, and we have a business. We try to go and network with potential guests. So I was trying to link up with some potential people with influence that could do the show possibly someday.
Okay, now by any chance, are any of these people male that you had intentions on speaking to?
When I leave my house every day, I don't necessarily look for males on my way out. But if I happen to bump into a guy that is dope, you know what I mean? We can get some work in.
Oh, man.
You nasty, man.
So with the Kanye concert, there's a lot to unravel about this shit. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to sit next to Cheech because I was with my sister. Because, my sister she surprised me with tickets. That's the reason why I was there. Okay. And she wanted to be bougie and get the platinum seats. Because, Naya is just bougie and loves to live that lavish lifestyle. Spending money that's not hers, regular shit. Now, if anyone, it was in the Lone Depot Park. Now, traffic was disgusting.
Yep.
Traffic was disgusting. I'm gonna say it clear. I don't care if I get canceled or not. White people, you need to be stopped.
Yes.
But you were doing too much. White people, y'all were doing too much at this damn concert. First of all, why do you have to get drunk everywhere? 2, why do you want to be everyone's friend while you're drunk?
Exactly.
And 3, my biggest issue with the concert was the freaking dude behind me. First of all, it was this flamboyant-ass, light-skinned, buff dude, 6'5", and on top of that, he's with this...
When you said that, I thought about Solomon.
Oh my God, bro. This dude had the most flamboyant voice ever, and he's with a white girl that had the blondest freaking voice you could ever imagine. And first of all, I was just assuming that, I don't know if he's gay or not, but the thing is, you put the pieces together. First
and if he is, friend of the show.
Any man that can hold a conversation with a woman for 2 hours talking about nothing, it's either you really want to fuck or I'm going to leave it at that. But my take with the show is I thought the show was great. The visuals was good. My money was well spent. Of course, there was audio issues. There's always going to be some natural bullshit with Kanye. My main gripe with the show is that he didn't have the show on the live stream on a jumbotron.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted us to watch the live stream on his phone. Motherfucker, there's no Wi-Fi in this shit. Yeah. It's an old ass stadium.
And why would I come to see you to look at my phone to watch the show?
I paid $200 for these seats. Why am I gonna watch you on my phone for free?
I could have stayed home.
Oh my god! And I can ravel some more shit. But what's your take on the?
It was dope, man. We did the right thing. We waited it out and got some tickets for a fair price. I was still tight that people bought some $45 tickets last minute and still ended up next to my $130 seats. But cool. I mean, listen, it is what it is. But there were some dope ass highlights. The Game came out. Fabio came out. Alicia Keys and Playboy Cardi stole the show naturally, and it's Kanye. Like, a house was actually on fire. Like, they had to put the fire out. No. You get what I'm saying? The optics were dope. Everybody was color coordinated, obviously. Yeah, man. Well, one thing about Kanye, he's going to make you feel like your money was well spent. You get what I'm saying? I was not impressed by the merch this time.
When are you ever impressed? Like,
I mean, no, it was just too basic. It felt rushed. It felt last minute.
But it's my Balenciaga, bro.
Yeah, it was just a black tee with the dates and the location on top.
And a big-ass 2 on your back. And you know Jamaicans, we don't like the number 2. But
yeah, so, it was cool, though. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of people I didn't get to see. Since Kanye is one of my favorite artists, every chance that I get, that he's in town, I'm always going to go and see what he's cooking up. And we know whatever we heard last night is probably not going to make it onto the actual album.
Oh, of course.
Or he's going to change it 1,000 times.
We paid $200 for a rough draft.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
The sound engineers, they was fucking up last night. And to be honest, I don't even know if they were fucking up. Because, Kanye, like, they probably gave him, like, hey, there's a limit of what, like, the bass and the speaker should go up to. And, Kanye probably going to pass
turn it
up, and fuck up everything and then blame you on top of it. But another gripe with the show.
And he looked like he didn't do sound check. Let's just call a spade a spade.
There's no way he did sound check. Yeah. There is no way, because everyone was off beat. Fabio Foreign was battling with his own verse, and he lost.
Yeah.
Another like kind of 2 more annoying things of like the Yeezy merch lines, the booths. White people, y'all was going crazy. Fam, are you really trying to commit suicide over $60 foam runners that cost $2 to make?
Yeah.
I understand you can make your little $100, $200 profit, but your life ain't worth it, bro.
Yeah.
And on top of it, like, sitting on my seat, I was getting kind of annoyed because when we first got there, they closed the ceiling. And I'm like, fam, why are you closing the ceiling? There's smoke everywhere. And this Kanye's about to light the house on fire. Are you trying to kill us?
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be asteroid times 2.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Then my issue is that, like, I was sitting with my sister, and everyone around us is playing freaking, like, musical chairs. Like, fam, if you did not pay for the seats, do not sit here, bro. Yep. And the thing is, if you like a veteran into like changing your seat, we all know change your seat when the concert starts.
Yeah, and you see where there's an empty chair, and you go there and you sit.
Fam, you know how much people do try to tap my legs and say, "Hey, yo, bro, you in my seat?" No, I'm like, no, nigga, I paid for this. Right here. I'm already dealing with the buff ass, swole, flamboyant ass nigga behind me that got his knee in my back. Pause.
Damn, nigga. He had his knee on your back.
I just hate freaking inconsiderate ass niggas. I had to tell him, yo, bro, can you get your knee off my back? That already sounds like a wild sentence.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And people like passing me, stepping on my shoe, and I'm like, fam, like, I just want to watch the show. And this nigga Kanye 2 hours late.
2 hours late.
He said,
almost 3.
Bro, he said, come to the concert at 8. I get there at 8:30. The show starts at 10:30.
Yeah, that was wild.
Kanye performed for an hour max. He performed literally 3 songs.
and let us sing the rest of the album.
Dog, threw it a mic. Was there any highlights of any of the songs that he played you fuck with?
Yeah, I heard a couple joints. I see what he's doing. He does his... I'm excited off the 1 minute interlude-ish sounds that I heard where he's harmonizing most of the time. Like, I'm curious into what that might become. I heard Cudi.
That wasn't Cudi.
That was not Cudi?
That was XXXTentacion, apparently.
It sounded like
some
Cudi
Cudi,
shit.
but I confirmed it on Twitter. I guess he sampled one of X's songs.
Okay, but that was dope. There was a few standout tracks, but again, like, I don't want to keep my hopes up. I don't want to fall in love I don't want to have like demo-itis, they like to call it. I don't want to hear it for the first time, fall in love with it, and then because that happened last year with the versions that we got of Donda, and then when we got the actual album, it was completely different. So. Yeah, man. But it was a dope experience, man. I can't wait for the tour, man. I can't wait for Kanye to tour by himself. I don't mind him having guests, but I want it to be a little bit more structured.
I don't think we're gonna get a tour for a while because this is his new form of a rollout because he technically has been doing like
tours as listening parties
in big cities. He's done Atlanta, he's done LA. He's done Miami.
And that's a flex, by the way. I know we talk about this shit like it's some normal shit. Like, most artists just get, like, they get a club, booked out for people to come through and listen to the album. This nigga is packing out stadiums. And people are paying over $400 or $500 to sit in and listening to an unfinished project. Like, artists would beg for that type of attention. You feel me? And to be in your 40s and still relevant to that degree, like, I'm sure Drake could do it. I'm sure The Weeknd could do it. Bruno Mars could do it. But to act, that's what I love about Kanye. It's like proof of concept. Like, he's going to talk about it, and he's going to do it. He tells you his album is going to be on the stem player, but guess what? He's going to sell them shit. So, yeah, it was dope, man. I enjoyed myself. And, yeah, man, I can't wait for the album.
For real. Basically, to, like, skim through, like, the fire cap section, it wasn't really a big week in fashion as usual because usually the first... when the year starts, it's kind of like slow in like fashion news. You see a lot of more shit happening in the fall. Mm-hmm. But two big things. Obviously, you got the Yeezy merch, and the Yeezy Gap line actually went on sale today as we're recording. It's just basically a lot of oversized Balenciaga tees that say Gap on it. It's cool, just obviously underwhelming. It just looks like some shit that we expected pretty much.
Which I like. No knock to Gap. I love your flannels and your sweaters. You guys have some dope, like, essential pieces for certain times of the year. I was just never a fan of the big Gap, the 3 letters,
the Gap logo.
The big-ass logo on the front. I always felt like it lacks originality. Like, what does the word GAP stand for? Like, we never got a backstory on what it stands for. It's just a bold print on the chest. I'm like, even Supreme had to be subtle, like just small in the middle, like straight to the point.
Oh, yeah, subtle pieces, but they like this big and shit.
Yeah, but I just, and plus it looks oversized, so I could see a conflict in that because it's like, fam, if it's designed by Balenciaga, a small could be a regular extra large, if you feel me, for a regular person. So how, it's not like we're gonna get Kanye to explain the sizing of Balenciaga to us. So it's like I see why people, yeah, bro. I see why people just buy the merch to just flip it because like you really don't know what you're getting.
You do not, and you have to
designer clothes run weird as fuck.
That's a fact. So. You got to try it on at a consignment store, spend 3 times as much as the retail. It's a headache.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the design. I just think it was just lazy because the way I see it is like he's honestly selling us. It looks like a vintage tees pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like the route everyone's been going to.
And it looks cropped. It looks like.
Everything it has a nice fade to it. I'll admit, but it just doesn't wow me, man.
Yeah, it's not for me.
I can spend my money on a lot of shit that excites me.
Or I'll just get a regular Balenciaga hoodie. Like, you feel me?
Oh, you can drop that $1,000 if you want. You can drop that.
I didn't say yet.
Other thing, the V Loan was in the news very frequently. I don't know if you saw that picture of the girl wearing a V Loan shirt at Popeyes.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I thought that was a real collab. I'm like, that should have been fired. But like, I guess it's just like some shit.
That she was trying to flex.
She was trying to flex at work. I'm like, fam, you work at Popeyes. Yeah. Like, I'm not discrediting anyone that work at Popeyes, but it's like you can't be flexing at every job you work at, bro.
Bro, you the amount you make in a day, the shirt costs double that. Like, that's crazy to me.
And the thing that makes no sense is like I hate the people that work at the fast food joints that wear the Gucci belt. Like, are you really trying to flex at me where you working right now?
Fam, you're a manager at McDonald's. Why?
Hey, they make bread.
I'm not knocking it because I work at a restaurant. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying like, fam, it's not the time for that.
There's certain places not to flex.
Yeah, it's cool.
And other news is besides like with shoes wise, I know like the Marina Blue ones, the ones you hated me for buying. Those came out last weekend, and the 350 V2s, they bringing back that OG stripe on it, but they bringing it about in blue. But lastly, to end off the fire cap section, with V-Lone, they're actually Bari is doing a collab with Dennis Rodman.
Well deserved, cool. Yeah.
That collab kind of makes sense. I was surprised, but like I wasn't like too wowed by it because I'm like, it kind of makes sense.
They're both aliens in the fashion community, so it makes sense.
I just love that Dennis Rodman is just taking a narrative of his own brand because he's very aware that his vintage tees goes for mad money. So the fact that you can recreate those rights and put out your own shit and make money off it is dope.
It's dope. I mean, like I said, I feel like Dennis Rodman, again, maybe he got too lost in his rock star lifestyle and never capitalized off his likeness, I should call it. But you've been very marketable. Like all the crop tees we talking about, you did that in the 90s. Like, you feel me? Just the hair color, like Uzi came out. You feel me? We saw Wayne did it. Like, you feel me? You've been iconic for so long. Like, if you took, control of your narrative and decided to partner too, like you got to put your best foot forward. I know you cool. You've been cool your whole, it's the niggerdom in them too. It's like, just because you cool, like some opportunities are just not going to come to you because at the end of the day, you are not the star of the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan was. You feel me? So you built your likeness and you were marketable of how different you were and how you move. But, you got to sell that. You got to use that to make bread, especially now you've been out of the league for a long time. You get what I'm saying? But, yeah, I definitely feel like he should do more brand partnerships. He should have his own tattoo line. There's a lot of things. He should have his own hair coloring kits.
I'm just glad he's finally capitalizing.
Yeah, man.
And shouts out to Bari because that was a really big look. The fact that Dennis Rodman took off his 75th anniversary blazer and then just having the Rodman V-Lone shown everywhere, freaking Michael Jordan hugging him in the product that you made, I just think it's dope. I know Bari had a rough couple years with the cancellation and shit, but it's a good look for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Definitely. All right. So we running low on time, so we can talk about striving to be the best creates animosity. So pretty much where this is coming from is, a lot of people I hear like our age, I'm striving to be the best. I'm striving to be the best. I'm trying to go for the top spot, this and that. Like, that creates competition. That creates an endpoint. That creates a ceiling over your head, and that creates, like, the narrative that I can't be your partner. You have to defeat me to get to where you got to go. You get what I'm saying? Versus having that Atlanta mindset where it's like, oh, shit, you young thug, you popping. Okay, cool. You little baby, you haven't came out yet, but I could have you in my video. I could have you come to the studio while I record to network and to meet some execs and shit like that. So I'd rather people, structure that sentence to say, like, I'm striving to be better. You get what I'm saying? Because when you say you're striving to be better or to be the best version of yourself, you're only competing with yourself. You're trying to reach your highest potential, which is limitless. You get what I'm saying? Everybody is created different by God. I don't care whatever God you believe in. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I just want the animosity to stop, bro. It's like you can't do anything in this lifetime alone. You get what I'm saying? You even need a partner to create a family. You get what I'm saying? So to even bring it down to the simplest terms, you get what I'm saying? Like, no boss can run his company by himself. You get what I'm saying? So some people can't and will never be the boss. They are more fit being a foot soldier, or they're more fit being a manager. You get what I'm saying? Like, not everyone is built to be the CEO. Not everyone, like, that. I see a lot of creatives get mad all the time. Like a regular nigga that, thinks $100,000 is life-changing money, you think it into the millions. He thinks $100,000, he's rich. Like, he's good off that. Like, he's not gonna see a vision right away, and that's something I had to come. That's something I had to realize doing this shit, because there's a lot of people we did business with. There's a lot of people we try to get on the show. There's a lot of people that we try to link with and network with, and it was not aligning right. You feel me? And I used to think like maybe it's our approach, and I used to think like maybe it's this and that, but it's like it could come to the simple a point that, not everyone understand the vision because we have different goals. You get what I'm saying? And it's okay Because at some point in time, we could run into each other again, and you could be useful to my business, and I could be useful to your business. But, especially in the city that we live in, I kind of want the animosity to stop. You feel me?
It's not gonna go nowhere, man. Trust me. I
don't. And listen, before you chime in, Gary, we men. I don't want the competitive spirit to stop. Animosity and being competitive is two different things. I don't ever want people to feel like, oh, damn, like, if we play basketball, we got to make love to each other. No, you could still compete. You could still, like, have a different opinion. You could come with your own ideas. I just don't want, damn, Cheech start a podcast. And then 30 niggas that could subscribe to my podcast start a podcast. Now, like, who's subscribing to who? Who's listening to who now? You get what I'm saying? Or Cheech start a clothing line. 30 people that could have bought a T-shirt for $30, I could grow my brand. Now 30 people has a clothing line. Who shops with who? You get what I'm saying?
And what pisses me off about that is, like, instead of, like, contributing to you and supporting you, they're doing their own shit and they're not even being consistent in their shit. That's what's really fucking up.
And you bringing the value of the product now down.
Bro, I can tell you, like, firsthand, like, I was somewhere and this girl asked me what I do. I'm like, oh, I do a podcast. And then she's like, oh, can I come on the podcast? Yeah, I just have one rule. Like, anyone that comes to the podcast, just wear what's the word? Not just sneakers, but just presentable sneakers. Mm-hmm. And then she says, why do I have to wear sneakers? It's a podcast.
Again, you so used to being invited to sit on the couch and talking to a mic that you're not used to watching like a Joe Budden
or production.
Or production. Like, this is a production. And from day one, we pride ourselves on quality. You get what I'm saying? And consistency. And this is why we record at a studio. No knock to anybody that record how you want, but you feel me? It's the optics. This is called These Are the Aesthetics. We're just trying to show you how things are supposed to look, or how we view things, or how we want things to look. You get what I'm saying? So stop devaluing art. Like, stop, shout out to my homie Suazo, but he used to rap. His Spanish nigga, he used to rap. And then I ran into him getting some tacos. He was like, bro, I can't do hip-hop no more, bro. I'm going to do reggaeton. So I'm like, I feel you, bro, because I'm like, you Hispanic anyway. That's more in your roots. You should do that.
You feel he get more love doing reggaeton then?
Yeah, he said, bro, rap. It's like everybody around me was rapping, and it's like, bro, who's going to shine? Like, who gets to help the superstar? Who's going to be the manager? You get what I'm saying?
And Will still links up with Meek Mill? Shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, sometimes let's build a crew. Let's build a foundation, and everybody could branch off and do their own thing. And this is one of the reasons why I always looked up to Dame, because Dame has never came out and said, oh, I wrote this verse, or try to be a rapper. Fam, I run Rockefeller. Jay-Z is the star. He's the part owner, but I'm the day-to-day guy to come to get niggas on track with shit. You feel me? So I just want that to stop, because I want us to have that genuine love for one another, and for us to respect one another, and that doesn't come with us copying one another. That's it.
See, I just love the fact that even though I don't leave my house often, but when I do leave my house, I always run into someone I haven't seen to in a minute. Mm-hmm. Like, even at the Kanye concert, I saw the homie Axel. He watches the show now. I didn't even know he watches the show, and he told me he subscribed. I ran into him at the concert, and he's like, yo, bro, I love what you're doing. I want to get on the show. Me and my homie want to get on the show. And I'm like, yeah, bro, that's love. And then he just told me that I've been being consistent and everything. And I'm like, and then I just thought, like, oh, that's cool. I'm just glad that I have another supporter, which is cool. But my sister really told me when we sat down back in our seats, and she was saying, Gary, don't you realize that every time you haven't seen someone in a while, or someone's meeting you for the first time, it's always the same conversation that, oh, man, I love your podcast. I want to do this, and that. And I'm like, damn, that means, like, bro, we onto something.
Yeah.
People are just realizing, I'm never taking nothing for granted. People are realizing that we're actually onto something, and we have a business. We're serious about our shit. And one thing I want to tell people, especially black businesses, is that even if you feel like you can do everything yourself, you're not going to get further in life, because you're just going to get stagnant. And
best believe, me and Gary go back and forth. We fight all the time.
For sure.
Structure-wise, what we should talk about, the direction of this. Like, we go back and forth, but again, it works because he is looking at analytics. I'm going off feelings. And I'm going off, oh, damn, this feels right. We're able to do this. Let's do this. Gary is the nigga that's going to be like, oh, well, yeah, Cheech, but we're not Rick Ross. We cannot rent out this whole suite. We cannot fly. We cannot fly Lady Gaga here next week, bro. We don't have the funds.
Cheech, we're going to this event. We do not need to rent a McLaren to come here.
I'm the nigga like, all right, cool. We going to this Kanye concert. You feel me? We need to pull up in the, you feel me? We gotta be, you know, we gotta represent
the brand, pretty much.
The brand, pretty much. You feel me? But again, man, it's just, it works. You know, we achieve more with more hands in the pot and more hands helping. That's all. That's just the message I want to send out to the city, man. Like,
my mom told me a quote I will never forget, man. She said literally, if there's a destination, you're in the desert, the people with two is gonna get further than the one person.
Yep.
Because say if like one of y'all passes out, you can carry that one person and bring them to the finish line. Mm-hmm. Y'all both gonna get there eventually, but the two people going is gonna be there faster than that one person.
Yep. Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. But again, shout out to everybody that support us. Keep liking this. Keep supporting this. Bro, the other day we uploaded an episode a day in advance with no promo, and we had hella comments, and the video had its own interaction before we even started promoting it. You get what I'm saying? That shows that we're building a core foundation of people. People fuck with us. Shout out to all the other podcasters in the city that fuck with us.
People that ask me.
Shout out to Nick. You know, that always shows love. He has his own podcast. Yeah. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to everybody that shows us love, man. Hopefully one day this shit becomes big. Because, again, we talk about this and I get excited all the time. When this blows, we're going to need makeup artists. We're going to need lighting people. We're going to need, you know, equipment managers. We're going to need all that shit. And these jobs are going to be created when, you know, with your support. Because what we're fighting for is not popularity and fame. We are fighting and we're trying to get analytics. Nowadays, that's what you have to use as leverage. Hey, these are the people that are tuned in to me. What can you give me as a budget to keep this going? This is literally the world we live in right now. So, yeah, man. Do you have anything else to add?
I'm good, man. Just everyone, just get money, stay out of everyone's pockets, and work together.
Yeah, man. I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. I mind my business, a.k.a. Black business supporter, because I find myself more into that lane now, because, you know, the customer service is getting better. A.k.a. These are the aesthetics. And, yeah, man, it's all about the optics. I just want to let people know that. That's it.
I hear that, man. Y'all know me, man. I go by Gary, a.k.a. In Gary We Trust, a.k.a. Black Business Supporter, a.k.a. Hey, man, fuck the a.k.a., man. Without me, y'all niggas ain't getting shit, first of all. I run a lot of shit in general. You know, because some niggas have been, fuck, I'm here changing the mic. Y'all niggas been playing with my name. I know who watching me out there, and all I'm going to say is if you watching this right now, I'm going to get far in life. I can tell you right now.
That's it.
I don't want no bad blood out there. All I'm saying is I'm gonna be good. I want you to do good. And this, I'm talking to no one specific. I'm talking to everybody. But I hear my name. Trust me, I hear it.
It's all love. We're gonna see you at the finish line, though. That's what it is.
I know I'm a nice guy. I smile a lot, but I hear everything. All right,
man. All right, man. We'll catch y'all next week. Same time, same place.
Almost had a Kanye rant.
Yeah, I feel you. See, that's what I want you to do sometimes. You gotta let these niggas know. You be trying to play the nice guy, but man, yeah, we out, man. Peace.
These are the aesthetics.
Bitch.